In Florida, there are snakes longer than pickup trucks hiding in the Everglades. And the weirdest part, they were never supposed to be there. This is the Burmese python, one of the largest snakes in the entire world, originally from Southeast Asia. But in Florida, some have been found to be over 18 feet long. But this did not start with a monster snake crawling out of nowhere. It started with pets. For years, Burmese pythons were sold in the exotic pet trade. Some escaped, and some were released by the owners who could not take care of them anymore. And once they reached the Everglades, they essentially found the perfect place to survive and grow their population. The Everglades is warm, wet, full of hiding spots, and packed with animals. For a python, that is basically a giant buffet with camouflage. Even though these snakes can get huge, they are surprisingly hard to find. Their brown and tan patterns blend into grass, mud, leaves, and shadows, leaving them almost impossible to sight without looking for them. You could be close within inches and not see it. That is part of what makes them such a difficult invasive species to control. Burmese pythons are also generalist predators, which means they can eat many different types of animals no matter what is in front of them. They're not picky, and in the Everglades they can feed on many types of animals, including many mammals, birds, and even other reptiles such as alligators, which is insane. And that is where this problem gets very serious. In areas where pythons become established, scientists notice major drops in some native mammal populations. Animals like raccoons, opossums, rabbits, and bobcats became so much harder to find in parts of the Everglades. So this is not just a snake story, it's an ecosystem story. When a new predator shows up in a place where native animals are not used to it, the balance can change like that. And just like with invasive plecos, like my last video, the python is not an evil monster, it's just surviving. The real problem was when humans moved them somewhere in an ecosystem where they did not belong. That is why exotic pets are a bigger responsibility than some people realize. They're not just a cool animal you found online and something you can show off to your friends. It's something small that can become a very serious problem if it escapes or gets released. So the lesson is simple. Always know what you're getting into with animals and never release them into the wild, because sometimes one released animal can turn into a huge environmental problem, with snakes over 20 feet long eating alligators and disrupting aquatic ecosystems. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more simple explanations about animals, nature, and the environment.